seems to be reality. But there is, unseen by most, an underworld. A place that is just as real, but not as brightly lit. A dark side.
Hey YouTubers, this is the Tales from the Darkside complete series collection that was released in Australia in March. I was hoping to do a video a little earlier on this, but hadn't got around to it, and when I recently looked on YouTube I've noticed that no one's done a video on this, which I thought kinda odd. It is an Australian exclusive in that it's got some fairly unique packaging, so we're going to have a little look at it. Just a bit of backstory to Tales from the Darkside. The series was initially created by George Romero in 1983, and it was off the success of his 1982 picture Creepshow. A network, I think it was Laurel Entertainment, maybe even CBS was the broadcaster in the US at the time, were interested in adapting Creepshow into a weekly sort of horror anthology series similar to that of The Twilight Zone or The Outer Limits. And as was Romero, unfortunately they couldn't license the Creepshow name. I think at the time Warner had holdings in it because they were invested in the first picture. So ultimately came up with Tales from the Darkside, which really has that EC Comics feel about it, similar to like a Tales from the Crypt or something of that nature. Yeah, the series initially, I think the pilot was made in about 83, but it didn't air, or the pilot made it aired in 83, but the series itself didn't run until about 84. Ran for 4 seasons, and ran from probably late 84 through to about mid 88. The series itself used to air on SBS when I was a kid. I used to watch it in the 80s, and I've got a feeling that the movie show used to be on maybe on a Friday night. With Margaret and David, which used to be on SBS back then, and shortly after that would be an episode of Tales from the Darkside. I think the movie show was maybe about 8:30 or 9 o'clock, and Tales from the Darkside was about 10:30. Anyway, this is the Tales from the Darkside box set. It's pretty cool, in fact. It's in a tin box, as you can see, with hinges. On the front here, you've actually got a lenticular image of a ghoul, which I think is actually from the artwork of maybe Tales from the Darkside Season 2, but we'll see shortly because that artwork is on the case inside. So yeah, nice sort of tin outer packaging, which is unique to the Australian complete collection release. On the inside, you've got all the discs individually housed in their own Amaray cases. Let's have a quick look. So the first season, looking identical to the Paramount CBS release in the US. I did actually own the entire series from the US initially, but traded them off when I picked up this Australian release. Just 3 discs the first season. And on the inside of the jacket, you'll see here, you've got, if I can get the disc out without destroying it, you've got a synopsis of each episode there. It's actually a pretty cool series. Episodes sort of are a mixture of comedy, science fiction, horror. There's a lot of black comedy in the series, and there's lots of great guest directors. For instance, Tom Savini did his first directing gig, directing one of the episodes within the series, which he created all the effects for. The name is eluding me now, but it's actually quite a cool little episode. So that's your second season. Again, you've got the synopsis of the episodes on the inside of the jacket, and 3-disc set once again. And they're all individually barcoded, so my thought is that Shock will release them individually down the track. Then the third season, which has that artwork that's been turned into the lenticular image on the front of the tin case. And again, just 3 discs with the synopsis of each episode inside. They've done a really, really good job, though. It's a good quality box set. The box itself's quite nice, and all the individual cases. Actually going to the effort of putting the synopsis inside is terrific. And there you go. There are some special features on the set, not a great deal. I believe there's a couple commentaries on episodes from memory. Actually, I'll just double check while I've got you here. There's bonus episodes from the production company that brought you Tales from the Darkside on that one. Third disc doesn't carry any special features. Second season's got On Air with George Romero featurette. And the first disc here has the commentary from executive producer George Romero, which I think is on the pilot episode, which may be called Trick or Treat. Yeah, Trick or Treat. And that is, yeah, with optional commentary with Romero. So yeah, it's a lovely little box set, and unfortunately it hasn't been a huge seller. I know, for instance, there was a fair few pre-orders for it through an Australian online retail website when it first came out, but since then it's sort of just quietly hidden in specialist DVD retailers. But yeah, if you haven't got the collection, I can thoroughly recommend it, and there's no doubt that it will go on sale as the year goes on, probably closer to Halloween. Another cool thing was there was a plastic wrap around the box itself, and on the plastic wrap it had the censorship rating there. So it's actually not on the tin case anywhere, which I think is really, really nifty. Yeah, it's terrific. So that's the Tales from the Darkside Complete Series Collection in the tin case with lenticular image. So thanks for watching.